Embrace the uncomfortable as your daily bread. Seek being in a place of discomfort first thing in the morning. Seek that as your breakfast. Make that part of your daily routine. If you're not on YouTube yet, I'm going to invite you to come on YouTube, start a YouTube channel, and give yourself permission for the next 90 days to fail miserably. I'm going to pray for you to come on YouTube and fail miserably for the next 90 days. Put out videos and have only one or sometimes zero views as far as your videos are concerned, but keep coming back.
What if in 90 days I could help you achieve things that you never thought possible? Will that make a difference in your life? I think it would. And this is precisely why I would like to invite you to watch the rest of this video. All right? Dimitri here. Let's get right into it. As it has always been said, in order for you to achieve what you have never achieved before, you have to put yourself in a place where you become someone that you have never been before. It's only in switching your identity and changing your behavior that ultimately you're going to get a different outcome as far as your life is concerned. That's the basic principle. So be, do, have. So be different, do different, and have different. And that's just how things go. But sometimes we try to overcomplicate things. We say to ourselves, yes, I'm going to give myself a 90-day challenge. Within 90 days, I'm going to have a different outcome. But in the meantime, I will try only going to the gym for 1 day, maybe a couple of days, and 3 days. And after that, I'm going to drop going to the gym, go back to my normal routine. Yet, at the end of the 90 days, expect the body to somehow miraculously look different. That's how we try to complicate things, because we believe that yes, by maintaining the same old behavior, we can ultimately have a different outcome. That's not how it's going to work. So for this particular challenge I'm going to put on the table for you to consider, I'll simply keep it simple. Be, do, have. Be different, do different, have different. And more specifically, in order for this to happen, you have to simply embrace a key philosophy. Embrace being uncomfortable. Make discomfort the new level of comfort as far as your life is concerned. Embrace the uncomfortable as your daily bread. Seek being in a place of discomfort first thing in the morning. Seek that as your breakfast. Make that part of your daily routine. And if you can just embrace that sense of being uncomfortable by at least by 1% every single day and maintain that for about 90 days, my friend, what's going to happen is you're going to notice that you become someone completely different. And in becoming someone different, your behavior will have changed, and the outcome of this particular thing that you were trying to change will also be completely different. That's just how life goes. Again, the principle is be, do, have, but more specifically, embrace challenging yourself by 1% every single day. Embrace raising the temperature by 1% every single day and maintain that for 90 days. And why is this particularly important? Because in order for you to really stand out as the person who deserves to have something different, you have to truly become different as far as the crowd is concerned. But what we do, most of us, is we say, no, I can't differentiate myself to the point of being different. I need to do the same thing as everybody else in order for me to, yes, enjoy a sense of community. Yet at the end of the day, I expect to have something different as an outcome. Let me just give you a couple examples, and I'm going to end with something really key that you need to hear. A few years ago, in somewhere for the weekend with my parents, and as we got there was this big, gigantic Olympic pool that everyone was actually just swimming in and having some good time in. But I realized something really funny. I went to the pool and I realized that most people, about 95% of the people in the pool, were in the shallow end. I said, but this is crazy. How come over there I don't see anybody? I only see a couple people going back and forth. I said, this is crazy. I can't be doing the same thing as everybody else. I need to try something different because after all, I'm different. I need to own my sense of difference. So I said to myself, I'm going to go jump where nobody's actually swimming. So what I did is I ran backwards and I counted. I say, at 5, Dimitri, you're gonna run as fast as possible because we have to go and jump in this pool and be as far as possible from the edge. And that's exactly what I did. I ran, I counted backward, I counted to the 5, and I started running as fast as I could. And next thing you know is I jump as high as I could and I drop into the pool. And as soon as I dropped into the pool, I said to myself, wait a minute. Now I know why nobody is in this part of the pool. Because this is the deep end. But somehow, yeah, I don't know how it happened, but somehow my body went back to the surface. And as my body went back to the surface, I'm trying now to motion or to tell the people on the other end, my goodness, I think I'm about to drown. I think I'm drowning. But I realized very quickly that Dimitri, you have to think very fast here because this is a matter of life and death. And I said to myself, trying to get your attention is the waste of my time. I need to figure out how to move from where I am right now all the way close to where I was. So Dimitri, you have to remain calm, and that's all you have to do. And all you have to do now, start acting like a dog. Dog paddle, and that's how you're gonna find yourself at the edge of the pool. I started doing that, and as I'm doing that, somehow the subconscious said to me, keep calm, don't panic, keep calm, you're gonna be fine. And I started doing that, and eventually I reached the end of the pool. I got out as quickly as possible. I went back to where my parents were sitting, and I simply decided to put on my clothes as fast as I could. So my dad simply looked at me and said, but this is odd. We're not living here, but why are you putting on your clothes? And number one, and number two, you putting on your clothes without even drying yourself. What kind of craziness is this? I said, Dad, it's okay. I mean, it's okay. I had enough. So his friend look at me and then look at my parents and say, but okay, this is really odd. So as I started walking away from them. Of course, they can see that yes, this man is wet and his clothes are now wet and is acting as if, as okay, as in my mind, I simply saying, Dad, if only you knew that today could have ended as a tragedy for you, you were simply trying to give me a hug. But because I'm trying to keep things from you, so let me just walk away from you. And as I went to the other end of the place, I simply had a moment of introspection. And I realized that this is true key. This is really key. In order for you to do something different, in order for you to have something different, you have to try to push yourself and do something that you have never thought possible. And guess what? Of course, I'm not asking anyone to go try anything extreme out there. This was just me recounting my own experience as far as pushing myself to the limit, and in doing that I learned something really key, that when this happened, if you remain calm, you're going to survive. That was my own personal example. A few years ago, the founder of this company known as Spanx, I believe it was Sarah Blakely, she came with this amazing idea that yes, if you could just cut the stocking, the foot of the stockings, and keep it under, that will actually create something amazing. And that gave her the idea to put together something that will now be called Spanx. She ran with the idea. She spoke to her parent, and the parent simply said, "Yeah, it sounds like there could be some, yeah, there could some potential out there." But her father, God bless him, when they were children, every single day they would come home from school, dad would simply ask them, so, how did you do today? Any failure I need to be aware of? So the dad was actually encouraging the children to actually go out there, push themselves, fail miserably, but yet come back and try to figure out how they could do better. See, he was pushing his children to embrace failure as the daily bread every single day. So with this idea in mind, Sarah Blakely said, I'll try to figure out exactly how to make this idea happen. I know I tried to go into law school. I tried to pass the LSAT. I failed miserably. I studied and I went back again. And unfortunately, the second time it was actually even worse. So from that point, I just started doing some very stupid jobs because I'm trying to make ends meet. But it was not actually taking me where I wanted to go. Eventually, I said, maybe, yeah, I'm not really cut up for this. When she had the idea for the speech, she said, this is the win I was looking for. So she went after manufacturers. She went after people with money. She went after people day in, day out. Every single day, she was fed something really key. The nasty bread of rejection. They said to her, this idea is not going to go anywhere. But guess what? She said, I was raised well. My father said to me, every single day you have to go out there, you have to fail miserably. And as you come home, don't cry about it. Just find a way to get better as far as that cause of failure is concerned. She did that day in, day out, day in, day out. Ultimately, guess what? The idea took off. And today, she is a multi-billionaire. Why? Because she embraced rejection and failure as a daily reality. So I'm going to stop right here. So as far as your assignment is concerned, so for the next 90 days, into 2025, I'm going to invite you to do something really crazy. If you're not on YouTube yet, I'm going to invite you to come on YouTube, start a YouTube channel, and give yourself permission for the next 90 days to fail miserably. I'm not going to pray for you to come on YouTube and all of a sudden become a big sensation. No, I'm going to pray for you to come on YouTube and fail miserably for the next 90 days. Put out videos and have only one or sometimes zero views as far as your videos are concerned. But keep coming back. As you're going to keep coming back and try to learn from your failures and try to learn from your mistake, what's going to happen is slowly but surely you're going to start becoming better. And as you're going to start becoming better, your behavior will become different. And as your behavior will become different, guess what? Ultimately, something is going to happen. You're going to start harvesting a completely different reality. And that's my challenge to you as far as the next 90 days are concerned. All right, I'm going to stop right here. But before I go, just a couple of things. If you are precisely at a place where you are willing to embrace being uncomfortable as the new norm, number one. Number two, if you are precisely at a place where you see yourself in a place you can embrace growth mindset as your daily reality, being the type of person that doesn't care about being seen as a failure, I'm then going to invite you to do something key. Not only to like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, but also reach out. There's a link below this video. You can reach out and go to this link, go and purchase the ebook I put together. This ebook is going to allow for you to switch how you see yourself. By switching your perception, it's going now to cause you to start behaving differently. And as you behave differently, my friend, what's going to happen is your ultimate reality will be different, just the same way as Sarah Blakely was able to manifest as far as life is concerned. And you want to know something, a funny thing about Sarah Blakely? People came and asked her, say, but I've had the same idea before, but how come nothing ever happened? And the answer has always been the same. Because most of us are comfortable with being comfortable. We don't love the idea of being uncomfortable. But guess what? Whatever you're looking for is on the other side of being uncomfortable. So go out there and fail miserably and keep coming back for more. Learn from your mistake until that reality that you are actually shooting for is going to become a tangible reality. Much love. I'm out.